I'm filming a haul for you guys today. I finally got my hands on some Fenty Beauty stuff. I purchased when it launched. My time it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. So I purchased a few things online and for some reason it took really long. I've got like Rouge 2-day shipping, but it took like a week before they shipped. And I just got those, but in the interim I made it to town yesterday and was able to see the whole display and everything like that at Sephora. So I purchased some more items from there. And then I have a few other items, a couple holiday items and stuff like that. So I thought I would go ahead and haul and swatch them for you guys today. I'll go ahead and start off with the stuff that I got from Fenty Beauty by Rihanna. This collection, I was so excited, like ridiculously excited, because I love Rihanna, so I couldn't wait for this to launch. I got the Invisimatte blotting paper. Here's the packaging. Totally unnecessary, but super cute and super chic looking. So I bought it. It's got a little mirror on the side, and then inside you have got blotting paper. You can purchase extra rolls, like refill rolls of this, but you pull it out and then it's got like the little rip off, or the teeth on the end where you can like pull it off. I just thought it was super cute and chic looking, and I do use blotting papers, so I purchased that. And then I also purchased the Invisimatte blotting powder with the brush. They're sold separately, but the little brush I think is super unique because it like holds right on there. This does come with a little puff as well, like one of these little dudes inside of the Invisimatte, but I was like, I have to have the brush, and then it like magnetizes to the corner like that. I just think it's super cool. The packaging on this has got a pearlescent feel to it. Like initially when you look at it, it looks white, but there is a slight like pearl like finish to it. There's a little bit of pearlness to it. And then inside of here you've got Fenty Beauty on the mirror. And then here is the powder. It's just a translucent like blotting powder, or it could also be used like probably as finishing powder or a setting powder. I was just using it as like a blotting powder, and I just filmed a video on the Marc Jacobs holiday palette. That's like what's on my eyes right now, and that will probably upload after this one, I'm thinking. But so I've had this makeup on for a while and I haven't like did any touch-ups, and I can see that I'm getting a little shiny. So this is the little brush, which is a super soft synthetic. So let's get a little of this and powder some of these shiny spots. And I think that it's a nice on-the-go powder. It's taking away shine quite nice. I haven't used it to set my whole face. I was going to try it to set underneath my eyes, but then I didn't. So it blots really well. Like I can just tell looking in the viewfinder that it took away a lot of that excess shine. So I really like this little mechanism deal here. I think I used it yesterday. I busted it out right away. I took it out of the box and used it like when I was in town and stuff like that, and I liked how it took away the shine. But the convenience of it too, and being super chic, and just, this is one of those type of products that you just, it makes you happy to use, like, and have it in your purse and be like. These next two products I was so excited to get. I did order these ones online. One is the Killawatt Duo, and this is in the Lightning, Dust, and Fire Crystal, which is the lightest out of all of the duos. Each shade is 0.12 ounces per shade, and then again it's got the white packaging. And then you've got one half that is a little bit more subtle and one that's quite shiny. When I wore this the other day by itself, I noticed on the skin it did pull more of a flesh tone shine than it did like a really bright white type of shine. So it's more fleshy toned. I think that both shades are really pretty on the skin. I've used them, for the most part, I've used them mixed, and then more so this shiny shade. I have got this duo on, and I mixed both the shades today, and I have it over one of her match sticks, the shiny. I'll show you what that one is too, but I have it over the top of that for the glow that's on my face today. And some of these, I thought that they were going to be a little bit more glowy initially, but the way that they look, these ones, or at least this one and the matchstick that I used, the way that they look on the skin is very a skin-like glow. It's like bright and shiny, but it's very skin-like. The other Killawatt one I'm going to show you is a little bit different, but these are the two shades in there. And again, I have, so you can see based off that swatch how more flesh-toned that is than like something like the Dior that I'm used to, like a brighter lifting type of highlight. But I think they're both really pretty, but they're very skin-like highlighters. And then the other Killawatt highlighter I got is the Metal Moon shade, and there's 0.28 ounces in this guy. What was the Trophy? Is it Trophy Wife? Is the gold one? I was so tempted to get that because when I swatched it in the store yesterday, like the shine, the glittery shine from it was so beautiful. And I was wishing, because I got this prior to being able to swatch the gold one yesterday. And then when I swatched the gold one, I had wished that this one right here had that same type of super sparkly finish. Not everybody's into the glitter sparkle finish, but that the Trophy Wife one and this one, which is in Metal Moon, the finishes aren't the same, I guess. This one is more subtle and not as sparkly as Trophy Wife. When I used this yesterday, I went to put it on. My skin was a little bit dry, so I kind of had to pack it on, which the first time I used it, it went on pretty nice and it looked really pretty. Yesterday when I used it, I had to kind of pack it on like my drier skin, and then I noticed when I was kind of, you know, trying to pack it on to get that, you know, intense like highlight, that it started to look a little bit chunky or thick on the skin. So I think it's better used thinly on the skin as opposed to trying to build it up to get a lighter highlight, because it's not quite as bright and stark as I initially thought it would be. Again, it's not like as bright and shiny sparkly as the Trophy Wife one, which I wish it was, but this is what it looks like. Right there. In terms of lightness, you can see it is a lighter highlighter than these two, but these two are shinier than this guy. So if you really use a thin layer and buff this into the skin, I think is how it looks prettier, or the prettiest. But the finish of it is not going to be one of those super intense highlighters. Again, it blends into the skin and is more skin-like than anything. I mean, I'm so used to some of those gelée highlighters that are just like boom and shine, you know, and this is not that. And then I purchased 4 of the matchsticks, 2 of the highlighter shades, and then 2 like concealer shades. I know that there's some that you can use for contour and like highlighting and stuff. My goal when I bought these 2 shades was to use like as a concealer, like underneath my eyes. And for some reason, the one I ordered online was linen. The porcelain one is the lightest shade in the line. So linen is too dark, and then the porcelain shade is lighter, but it does have a little bit more of a yellow undertone to it. I have a really pink undertone to my skin, so when I put something on there that's yellow, it really looks yellow. When I set them, they get into my little eye wrinkles, and I recently found a setting powder that sets really well too, so I thought that wasn't going to even be a problem. The formula is really thin, and I think it covers decently for how thin it is, but I'm not into like the creasing under the eyes or anything like that. But I'm going to swatch the 2 shades of the more like concealer type shades. I've got Linen and Porcelain. And Porcelain is the shade that I have underneath my eyes as a concealer. It's light enough for me, it's just the tone is a little bit more yellow than something that I am used to. So here's Porcelain right there. And then here is the Linen shade right here. So those are the 2 shades, and you can tell that Porcelain is lighter. I think, you know, I like the way that it looks underneath my eyes. Like the coloring and stuff is not that big of a deal. Like normally, again, I'm used to something a little more pink. But the thing that where I'm like, is that it gets into my little crinkles, and I like have to take a Q-tip and like dab it out of my little eye rolls. I do like the packaging on these guys. I actually like the packaging of all the stuff. I think it has a nice weight and it feels luxurious. And I do think it's super cool that these all like magnetize together. Like if you have a whole bunch of them, they just like stick together like that. I think it's really cool, and it's a unique idea anyway. And then the last 2 products that I got from Fenty Beauty are 2 of the Shimmer skin sticks, and these are again the matchstick. I got, of course, I got Unicorn and Confetti, which are like the 2 purpley toned shades. Confetti is the one that I put on my cheeks before I use the Killawatt highlighter duo. And I've tried these a couple different ways. I've tried with my finger, I've tried directly out of the stick, and then I've also tried with a brush. This is one of the unicorn brushes that I got. What's the brand? I found that they pick up and go on the skin best for me on a small synthetic brush. So like I dab the point of it and then I just go like this on the skin. I noticed that if you use your finger, it tends, and try to pat it on, it kind of wants to just stay on your fingers instead of grab onto the skin. It is a little bit like this with the brush too, so you kind of have to move it just a little bit. So I have to be a little careful because I don't want it to move like my foundation underneath. But that being said, once you get these on the skin, they're so pretty. I love the Confetti shade. I've worn it because I ordered this one online, so I did get it a little bit sooner than the unicorn shade, but I've worn this for the past 3 days. If you do not like glitter on your skin, you will not like this, because that's what it puts on the skin, is like a, it's almost like a holographic purpley glitter that is on the skin. I don't know how much of it you can see there, but it's really pretty. It looks, today's the first time I layered it over the, or underneath the Killawatt highlighter, and it looks really pretty. It did take away a little bit of the purple holographicness to it when I put the powder on top, but the overall effect I think is stunning. So that one is Confetti, and each one of these matchsticks is 0.25 ounces of product. And then the other one is Unicorn. It looks quite scary and purpley in the tube, but on and kind of blended out, it's not quite so scary. So there is Unicorn and there is Confetti. I'll kind of blend them a little bit. So they're not like super, they don't have a ton of moisture in them. They're a little bit more of a drier product, which is nice because it's less likely to move your foundation, but it makes it a little bit more difficult to get on. This one right here doesn't have the micro glitter that the Unicorn shade does. Again, if you don't like micro glitters on your face or anything like that, that one isn't for you. Again, these are multi-use products that you can use like on your eyes, face, lips, all of that. This next product is the Big Blush Book 3 from Tarte. This is the third version of this that has come out, and I just checked and it is still available on the website. I know that the previous two versions had sold out like really fast. I just got the Tarte holiday palette from Sephora, and that is made in the USA. This guy is made in China, so just to be aware of that. So let me go ahead and swatch this guy. I do kind of feel like all of these shades, there's a lot of similarity between these colors. Like they could have spiced it up just a little bit. So there's 3 of them. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the whole thing for you guys. This guy. Go here. They're all very warm. This is one of my favorite shades in the palette. So those are all the blush shades that are in there. You are getting a ton of product for the money. I think this was 60 bucks. And then let's swatch this highlight, which is a very champagne gold highlight color right there. So that's the Big Blush Book 3. And because I don't have enough blush in my life, I did get managed to get a big Makeup Forever palette. One of you guys let me know that these were in stock online, so I did go ahead and buy one. And then I also purchased 3 more of the Makeup Forever face colors. The three ones that I haven't hauled or swatched yet are these ones on the bottom. All 3 of these are matte shades. This one is B202, this one is B316, and this one is B402. This shade right here, this B316, that's like the matte version of Benefit's California blush. It's a really pretty shade, this guy right here. So it's matte. It doesn't have a glow to it, but the shades are very similar. I had to put the palette down because I felt like I was going to drop it. This baby pink color is super pretty. It's like that angelic baby pink that I just lust after. So those are the 3 new shades of Makeup Forever blushes I got. Again, this is B202, B316, and B402 right there. I really have been enjoying the new face colors from Makeup Forever. I also purchased Becca's new Lilac Geode highlighter. I ended up in store on Ulta and I swatched it and it just looks so pretty. It's a little bit too deep to like wear on the top of my cheekbones, but when I mix it with like the white one, is it Moonstone? No, it's, oh yeah. Is Moonstone? What's the white one called? Pearl. I like to mix it with Pearl or either use this kind of and blend it into my blush because I think the color is really pretty. And then again, it's got lilac packaging, which it looks quite pink in here, but it does have a pretty strong like golden shift to it. I just thought it was just so pretty, so I went ahead and I purchased it. It'd be a pretty blush topper or mixed with, again, like the pearl is kind of how I like to use it, but it's so pretty. It's a pinky gold. So that is Lilac Geode from Becca, and I think this is an Ulta exclusive. Also from Becca, and this is part of that holiday launch that Sephora did. This is the Eye Lights palette, Apres Ski Glow collection, and the packaging just got me. I think it's really pretty. It's a hard type of packaging. There are 7 shadows, if you will, and each one of them is 0.05 ounces per shade, so it's a decent amount in terms of eyeshadow. But then I was like looking at it and I'm like, because I didn't really do my research before I bought it, I just like, oh my gosh, pretty, bye. There's a lot of the Shimmering Skin Perfectors in here, but they're calling it an eyeshadow palette. So here you've got the Pearl shade, which I have in a full size, and then you've got Moonstone, Rose Quartz, I think this one's Hot Cocoa, or Opal and Hot Cocoa, Topaz right here, and then Toasted Marshmallow. I think the only one that I didn't hear of was Toasted Marshmallow. And oh, these two. I don't think I heard of Hot Cocoa either. But the thing that I was like, is there so much like space in here. I wish that they would have made them bigger, because the packaging or the compact is so big. Like, it's kind of just a waste of space, I guess. They could have shrunk it down or something, because it just looks like these are really small for what you get, I guess. In terms of like looks, I didn't think there was a whole lot you could do with it, because these are the Shimmering Skin Perfectors, and on the skin they're gonna pop, but they don't pop quite as much on the eyes, in my opinion. So that's the deepest shade right there. We'll do the 3 light shades. This would be a good one if you haven't tried like any of the Shimmering Skin Perfectors, or you would like a bunch of them in one shot, because it has, you know, it's got Opal, Moonstone, Pearl, Topaz, but they're calling it an eyeshadow palette in the Pearl shade. And then lastly, I seen this on Instagram. This is an indie brand. It's Luxe Beauty, and they came out with this fantasy palette. And I was like, mermaid riding a unicorn. I have to have that. But the shades inside also looked very intriguing. This is a cardboard packaging with a magnetic closure. And then inside it says, "You are unbelievably beautiful." Let's put it back. And then you have 6 of these super shiny powder products. They have products like this that you use on your face and your eyes, and you can use them both ways, I believe. Each one of these is 0.098 ounces per pan, so almost 0.1 ounce, which is a load of product that you're getting. But wait till I swatch some of these. These 2 shades right there, now those are foiled eyeshadows. It's kind of crazy. And if you want some, I can't even swirl it because they're so like saturated. It's crazy. I just saw the shine from the swatches and stuff on I think it was Instagram, but I was just like very intrigued by it. Those are the top 3. Like, look how pigmented and foiled that color is. It's crazy. And then these bottom 3, I did purchase some of the face versions. I mean, you can use these on the face as well. But if you want a super intense highlight, these guys have got some super intense highlights. Isn't that crazy how shiny that is, though? It's like I barely put my finger in there, and it's like I've just picked up too much product. But I mean, unicorns and mermaids. Those are the shades, man. So that is from Luxe Beauty, and it's the Fantasy palette. Again, it's an indie brand. So that's all for this haul. I'm hoping to get up the Marc Jacobs holiday palette video in the next couple days, and then also film for the Too Faced and the Tarte one. It's kind of exciting. I'm always excited about the holiday stuff, but then I'm like, but that means the snow is coming. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.